Okay, we are in the Volkswagen Vento 1.2 TSI, and we are just starting out from the BP station down at the bottom of the hill near Gombak, and we are driving the car to go up to Genting Highlands. But what we're going to do now is to have a look at it going at normal road speeds. Yeah, I'm going at about 70 kilometers per hour, of course keeping to the left. We're hitting 80 now. The speed limit is 90. So this would be a typical speed, 80 to 100, that anybody would drive this car. It's a family sedan, as you know, yeah, and this is probably the best opportunity to own a Continental car. At 92,000 ringgit, it is a little bit more expensive than the Vios or the City, but it's a Continental, and of course this is also a very nice size. The size is about the same, in the same ballpark as the City or the Vios, and also the Mazda 2. Yeah. Okay, so the Mazda 2 has 118 horsepower. The Vios has 106 or 7, and the City has 120. So this one has 105, but it drives very well. Why? Because of the torque. See, I'm accelerating and the car is just pulling very well because of the turbocharger. It gets 175 Newton meters of torque, so it drives very much like a 1.8 liter car. Now if you were to drive it very slow at between say 100 to 110 normal driving speeds, you can get fuel consumption around 6 point something to 7 point something liters per 100 kilometers, because it actually is running. I'm going at 100. Okay, at 100 kilometers per hour, the car is running at 2000 RPM. That means it's about 50 kilometers per hour per 1000 RPM. Yeah, no, it's not 50, it's about 48. At 2000 is a bit under 100. Yeah, maybe about 48 kilometers per hour per 1000 RPM. So if you are driving at this speed, say you're driving from here to Kuantan, although I can't imagine anybody doing that from here to Kuantan, but there are people. You drive 100 kilometers per hour, you're pulling at 2000, it's a little bit above 2000 RPM, and your car can run the whole day like this, and you can get fuel consumption at this rate about 5.5 liters per 100. Yeah, if you are not in a hurry and you drive like this, you're fine. Of course, if you push this car, it drinks a little bit more, maybe up to 8 or 9 liters per 100 kilometers, but that would be the typical fuel consumption you can get from this 1.2 liter. Yeah, of course you're also getting a 7-speed gearbox, and if you, what it lacks now is probably a set of pedal shifters, but that would bring the cost up. So, but you can still go to manual mode by just pushing your gear lever to the left, and of course you can pull down to shift down like what I did, or you push up and it will shift up, and this is in manual mode, and there's 7 gears to choose from. So having 7 gears, these are 7 distinct gears. Yeah, it gets very nice to drive because you have ratios that are very close to each other, and so the gear changes are quite seamless, and it allows you to get good acceleration. At the same time, in top gear, you get a very high speed per 1000 RPM. So the gaps in between the gears are much smaller, and there's also a sport mode. Okay, I'm going to push it back into normal gear shift. Let's get in front of this car first. And so if you put it into sport mode, the gear changes become more urgent and the car goes a bit faster. It holds the gear better. And so as you can see, the car is really nice to drive. And okay, I'm going to put back into normal mode. So the character again changes back to more sedate, yeah. Now, in terms of driving, the car performance, engine performance is superb, yeah. Considering this is in the B segment of cars, so it's as powerful as any of the others, if not more. Despite the 105 horsepower, the torque gives it the type of driving feel that is different, yeah. It feels very nice, and it doesn't have the pedal shifters, but this is made up for with the manual mode. And then should you want a little bit more performance, you can throw caution to the winds, and fuel consumption also goes down the drain, I suppose, comparatively, yeah. And you can go into sport mode. Now, how does the car handle? The ride, to be honest, is on the firm side of comfortable. It's still comfortable, but it's very firm. And these are 16-inch tires, 215mm, yeah. So they're pretty wide tires, and so they provide pretty good grip. If you're not happy with the grip, you can always change to another brand. Okay, I don't know what tires are on the car, but so far it seems to be quite good. Okay, we're going around the corner and we're just taking it, okay, without any braking. We're going about 110 around this corner, and it's so secure. You get this very secure feeling. So the chassis is pretty stiff, very good body, and it handles pretty well. Now steering is a very nice size. Okay, I think it's about 13.5, 14 inch. Look, this is a very Volkswagen thingy. They're all about the same size. And let's wait a while. So as you could hear over the rumble strips, it was quite loud because this suspension is pretty much firm. So we're going to get up to the hill climb bit. So let's just end this part. So insofar as normal driving is concerned, yeah, this car doesn't lose to any of the others.